Hi, my name is Veni. I'm the Executive Director of Women on Web. Women on Web is an online telemedicine abortion service. In other words, women and pregnant people can access the abortion pill through our website. We are a team of doctors, researchers, activists, and help desk members, all dedicated to expand access to abortions in a way that takes into account people's rights, privacy, and autonomy. I'm here today with my colleague Amalia, who is a help desk and outreach coordinator. We want to share our story about the Google Core updates and how they limit access to essential information and how they ultimately put people in danger by hampering their search for safe abortions.
Hi, my name is Amalia, and I'll start by telling a little bit about Women on Web. Women on Web has been operating for more than 15 years. During that time, we have provided access to safe abortion for over 100,000 individuals, and we have responded to over 1 million emails. Women and pregnant people can visit our website, womenonweb.org, and do an online consultation. The online consultation is then reviewed by our medical team, who determines if the individual is eligible for our service. If they are, our doctors will write them a prescription, and the abortion pill is mailed to them in a discreet package with instruction on how to safely use the medicines. Before, during, and after the abortion, our trained help desk answer emails in 16 languages and provides judgment-free and confidential support 7 days a week. But the most important thing is the testimonials that we receive from women. People say that they feel empowered by being able to manage their own abortion in privacy of their homes with dignity and respect, claiming back their bodies and self-determination. Our operations have grown every year since the service opened. The internet has been instrumental for services like ours. It has helped to democratize access to abortions and to reach vulnerable people in restrictive settings where they are otherwise discriminated by their local services, or live in a country where abortions are illegal or highly restricted. Telemedicine or home abortions are revolutionizing abortion access and enable women to take care of themselves at home, where they can also better manage the stigma around abortions. Our own research shows how abortion at home is safe, effective, and acceptable method to end early pregnancies. And in fact, it is fully endorsed and recommended by the World Health Organization. Women on Web is no stranger to censorship, and we are currently censored in 6 countries, most recently in Spain, where abortion is legal, as many of you know. We are also frequently censored on social media platforms and spend a lot of time appealing and recovering our accounts. We are also painfully aware of the digitization of anti-abortion movement and work tirelessly to produce and spread accurate and unbiased information about abortions, fighting against the anti-abortion narrative that proliferate on the internet, trying to deter people from having abortions. This is not an easy task, especially when the word abortion is so stigmatized also on the internet, making it almost impossible to advertise with the word abortion, forcing abortion rights organizations like us to not use the word abortion in our communications, perpetuating the stigma around the word and causing confusion. But there was one digital threat that we were not prepared for or equipped to fight against, and that was the Google Core updates, the regular updates to the Google algorithm, and particularly the one that took place in May 2020.
After the Google Core update in May 2020, suddenly our website that used to have around 50,000 visitors per day had only 10,000. In the end, we lost around 80% of our website traffic, most of which we haven't been able to recover. But what was the most troubling for us was the fact that the demand for abortions had not changed overnight. People were just not finding our website anymore. In fact, since last year, the outbreak of coronavirus has only increased the need for safe abortions. In many countries, abortion services have been rolled back, and authorities have used the overburdened health systems as a pretext for doing so. But digital services have been also a solution. They've been able to maintain access to services and remove the need for physical contact. In other words, people have been able to safely have their abortions at home in some countries, preventing the spread of the virus and ensuring access during quarantines, cancelled flights, and other obstacles that the pandemic has caused and exacerbated. It has been estimated that the pandemic has caused 1.5 million unsafe abortions. So the Google Core update really happened at the worst possible time for us. While we were trying to understand the events and trying to become more resilient against the next update, we did get the attention of the Google Public Liaison Officer on Twitter. He compared our situation to top 10 movies. According to him, our website wasn't bad, only new, more deserving sites had taken over our rankings. Comparing an abortion service to top 10 movies is not only tone deaf, but it's also inaccurate. Because while we were depromoted in the search results, nothing similar came to replace us. All we saw were big institutions and formal services on top of the results, and these were the exact same services we were meant to complement. We were also generally wondering and worried where were our average users finding help from and if they were still accessing safe abortions. We were not the only website who suffered, and some of our online partners and allies were close to closing their services while waiting for the next update to happen. That took 7 months to arrive. Google AI is failing to capture vulnerable people, their identities, and social problems. The AI is promoting a dangerously narrow view of what a healthcare service looks like and what are the healthcare needs of people who are already excluded from formal services and unable to access care. But we know Google AI is not a neutral force, but it's designed by people who are disconnected from those who are affected by the technology that they design. This disconnection and lack of representation can delay access to life-saving services and can at worst cost lives. But what is the role and accountability of Google if a digital service or platform no longer recovers from these updates? Are there parts of the internet that we can protect from the influence of algorithms and safeguard access to life-saving services? Thank you very much for listening to our story today, and shout out to all the talented and generous people who came for our help last year. We are a non-technical team dealing with a very technical problem, so we continue to welcome all your insights, tips, and feedback navigating these challenges. Thank you so much.